What's up, guys and gals? It's the Tyrant here, and today I'm going to be fulfilling another one of your Halo exploration requests. No, scratch that. We're going to be doing two things in one. You have asked me to play both Sergeant Johnson and as a Marine. Now, technically, they're both the same thing. It's just Sergeant Johnson is a specific variant of a Marine. So that's what we're doing today. Now, it gets a little bit tricky with Sergeant Johnson because there are different types of Marines tagged in the data, but Sergeant Johnson specifically is a quote-unquote Marine armored, and then if you want to go even further, it's also a major. But there are several Marines that actually fall under that category, so it's hard to be able to tell specifically unless I swap out all the not the bipeds, I'm sorry, the bitmaps and the sound bites. So we are going to be technically playing as Sergeant Johnson in terms of what his tag is in the game code. Now, as far as if it's actually him that we're playing, of course, he's a regular Marine in Halo Combat Evolved, unlike his character in Halo 2 and onward. But we're going to be playing as him. Now, and what I was about to say is, so in the cutscenes, the Marines, at least in this particular mission, he doesn't appear at all, which is funny in of itself. It's hilarious to watch. We'll get to that in a second. So what's it like to play a Marine in Halo Combat Evolved? Well, whether you're playing Sergeant Johnson or any of the others, right off the bat, I noticed that unlike the Covenant that we've been playing previously in this series, you can use pretty much any human weapon. Actually, one of the things that I really thought was cool is that you start out in the Pelican. Whenever you try to play as a Covenant or a member of the Covenant, you don't start out in the Pelican. You start out somewhere else. On Assault on the Control Room, you actually start out off the ledge of the area, which is a pain in the butt. But here, because Marines can actually use the Pelican or sit in the Pelican, you start off in the Pelican. You do start off with Master Chief's standard weapons, which is great. And you can also use the shotgun as well. As in terms of the rocket launcher, that's the only one I'm not particularly sure about, but you can actually get in human vehicles. I don't think you can drive them, but you can actually get, like for the Warthog, you can get in the turret and the passenger seat, since Marines are actually scripted to be able to go in those anyway. Obviously, we don't have a shield or a health bar, so determining how low my health is in certain situations is pretty much impossible, but that's okay. In terms of throwing grenades, this is the one that I found to be the most odd, because in campaign, Marines can throw grenades. I mean, my character as Master Chief has been killed many times by a Marine who missed through a grenade, so I know that's true, but when you're playing as a Marine, you can't throw grenades, which I found to be kind of weird. Not just plasma grenades, frag grenades too. You just seemingly drop them, which I thought was kind of funny, but a little bit weird and sad at the same time. So, unfortunately, you cannot properly utilize grenades, but that's okay. But what I noticed, the funniest thing about this were the cutscenes. Now, I know that the cutscene for Master Chief here is a bit more complex than what we're used to seeing. He's not just walking around. He actually has a lot of different actions. And as a result, the Marine simply just isn't there. This may be the creepiest thing I've seen in any Halo game, and that's saying something. But the Marine is simply, the dead Marine, mind you, is just sort of dragging himself across the floor. And just sort of dangling there. This reminds me of something that I might see out of Silent Hill, specifically Silent Hill 4, where they had ghosts, but it's creepy as hell. In other words, so at the end of the day, like, what my conclusion for this is, the fun thing about playing a Marine is you can utilize human weapons. You actually have a flashlight that automatically comes on in dark locations, which I think is pretty cool. It does not run on a battery like the Master Chief's. And you can't throw grenades. You can utilize some vehicles to a point, but you can't drive them, as far as I know. But what did you guys think about this? Did you find it exciting to play as Marine, Sergeant Johnson or otherwise? I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below, and let me know what you want to play next. And you can do that in the comment section below, or you can hit me up on Twitter at MythicTyrant. A link to my Twitter feed can be found in the description below. And I want to take a second to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy days to sit down and watch this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll consider subscribing for more great content right here on MythicTyrant.com. Thank you guys and gals so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'll catch you all right back here next time, and as always, I'm the Tyrant, signing off.